nice. I didn't think about that. No, I hadn't even thought about that. Okay, we are now live. Yeah. Yeah.
This cover like obviously the high street. I don't know. Is this the whole sort of like centre, is it? Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. No. Everywhere. Even garden centres.
Oh, I like yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think that's what I've been saying. Right, so I'm Wendy Murphy, I'm the town clerk. I'm Helen, I've got Dolly's Home and Gifts on Vicarage Street. Diane Capital.
Yeah, Justin with the gap as well.
I'm Paul, and I've got a few things in town.
Don't name them all.
Les Marketplace Chicken.
Sorry?
Les Marketplace Chicken.
Oh, Lisa, Heart and Soul Emporium.
Liz, Heart and Soul Emporium. Claire, me.
Sorry, models and mini.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you shared the link?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll let you know when people pop on. But over to you, Liz. Over to me? Over to you. Right. Okay, well, welcome everybody. So this is general AGM meeting for signing off hopefully constitution for the business association in North Walsham. I don't know if any of you managed to catch up with it online when I was writing it out. But there was just one thing. It's very simple. And as years go on, we'll add to it as we learn from it. But I didn't want something generic offline that doesn't even involve us. So we just put them up for the run.
Would you mind if I have a quick read of it? Because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, good. 3 pages.
Down for it. Read loads.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So we've brought up about charity status for the association. Because we can access grants, then things like what might happen out there or grants, I don't know. Just it just opens up the door to
Because if you're a business, you won't be able to get as many grants as if you're a charity. If you're a charity, you can go to the North Walsham Community Shop.
Yeah.
You can come to the council. If you want to get a charity number, it's just easier for you to get the things that you need. You just have to register a charity commission. You can be a week, I think.
You can't be a registered charity unless you've got 5,000 in the bank.
Yeah, so you're just
it's just like a club organisation. That's how you register.
But then you can have a treasury bank account rather than a business bank account. So you'll just have
how we set up the wellness one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's probably really similar.
Yeah.
So that you can
Yeah.
regulate things.
Yeah. It's not there to kind of make money out of it, is it? It's just there to
No.
kind of highlight and bring North Walsham back to.
Turn money
Yeah.
over, innit?
Yeah.
That's what it is, to turn
Yeah.
money over.
Not mad.
My suggestion is you have proper accounts that anybody can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the council would ask, say, because if we give you a grant, we would ask for a full copy of your accounts
course,
and an annual report.
Well, all of that
You
will
know?
be stored in that folder, so anybody at any time, any business, if you want to have that folder for a few days, or if there's anything that, but just, that folder's there, so you can all use it, hold it, read it.
And with town council grants, so we can do up to 750 if you want a specific thing. Okay, so if you wanted, say you wanted to have some money to go towards little huts things that people have, you know them wooden hut things.
Okay.
They are
Yeah, yeah.
more expensive than that, because I've been looking. But for instance, if you wanted that, then you would put that on your grant application. Or there's another grants that we do, which are baseline grants, which we put into our budget every single year. So we put 3,000 to North Walsham and Broome, £1,000 to Children's Day, 2,000 to Community Transport Hub, £1,000 to Good Neighbours, so £7,000, but we would be open. So then you would get that automatically every year, as long as we saw your accounts.
Yeah.
And there's two different types of grants we do. Just, sorry, carry on.
No, you're right.
Okay, so we're all definitely 100% that we're happy for the charity status. So does that need to be put into the constitution, that particular phrase?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. And
Want a copy of my constitution? That is a charity.
yeah, just give us a bit of
Yeah.
basis of it. Yeah, that'd be really handy.
I did think about it the other day, and then with everything going on.
I've got a constitution for the War Memorial Park as well, which is a charity.
Well, we can take that, we can add it to
Mm.
it, so we might
Yeah.
not actually get signed off tonight then, will we?
Possibly not.
You can't amend your constitution
after an
once a
AGM.
year
Yeah.
at an AGM. You can't amend it after tonight.
So if I amended it on the computer now, as we were talking.
You can write it in, can't you, and agree your amendments and then retype it up.
But then, if I printed that off tomorrow and then
That's
get
fine,
them on
because
site,
you've
is
got
that
to
right?
agree today, agree tonight.
Okay. I'll get on it right now.
So your first point of your AGM would be to have a chair, a treasurer, and a secretary.
Which we've kind of agreed on.
But
the
you need
last
to,
meeting.
you need to agree it tonight because this is your AGM. I've just come along.
Because I can be, there's just a couple of things that need to be added to that.
Why don't you just appoint your chairman, your secretary and your treasurer now?
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
first point, first agenda
Right.
item?
Then that's what we'll do, first agenda item. So we nominated Liz. Are we all still happy with that?
We need a proposer, a seconder and all agreed.
All right then.
And
I'm secretary, I should be writing this down. Okay, so Diane and Liz second.
Liz can't second because Liz is
Sorry,
going to be up.
Hey. Liz and Lucy, yes. Just confused.
I
agreed to that.
Agreed to that.
No.
Okay, so that's that, and then the second one was secretary, which I said I was quite happy to do. So are you all happy with that?
Proposer,
Yeah.
proposer, a seconder, all in favour.
Right, proposer?
Proposer.
Yeah, who?
Me.
Right. And then second?
And all in favour.
I thought all in favour. See, this is what I've got to learn.
I'll get you there. Now you want a treasurer.
Right, and then the treasurer was, we nominated Terry. Still happy to,
Yeah.
Yeah. Diane? And second?
Oh, wow.
He got there before you did,
Can't do an auction.
I think poor old Selena's going to hate me. Asking a question.
Who's that?
Selena is always offering
Well, no, she's,
financial.
yeah, which is fine. I mean, if we can all use our strengths at different points, then the better, really. Right, so that's that. So how do we, now we've got that, where do we go from there?
Now we talk about the constitution
Now we talk about the constitution.
and what you want to amend in it or add to it.
I think we need to add, where do we need to add about it being a charity status? Do we need to put that in somewhere? Does that need to go in within the group name?
Under the purpose of the group, I would say. Yeah.
That's you.
So how do I word that?
Yeah.
This, how do I word it? How do I word it?
How does she word it?
Yeah.
So I would just say non-profit making charity,
Yeah, that's it, non-profit making charity.
simple as that.
Two, and then put two, increase footfall of business, more
Yeah.
events for the town and precinct, better communication between businesses and non-profit. Tightness and cleanliness.
Community business hub.
Yeah.
It's a modern word, isn't it? They use now.
Community business hub. Because I
Growing things.
You may have to put a GDPR policy in place.
yes, you will do.
You will have to put a GDPR policy in place because you're using WhatsApp.
Right. Where would that go within the constitution?
Well, it's not part of the constitution, it's just a policy.
Oh, but that doesn't need to be kind of mentioned within this or.
We kind of.
Yeah,
mentioned about
during-
not handing out numbers
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
You just have to have a policy, just
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a policy.
yeah.
There's a an attachment on the WhatsApp that basically says you shouldn't.
Yeah, but you've got, but you have to protect yourself because even as attachment, you've still got names and phone numbers, haven't you? So just, I can let you have one there.
Do you need to sign up with the ICO?
No, because you don't employ anybody.
Right, okay.
I think it's to do with
Yeah.
I found out the hard way I needed to sign up for that last week. I got, you must do this or I'm going to fine you. Okay. I've only been open 6 months, so thanks for letting me know.
The other thing, under your committee members,
Yeah.
so where
You
you've
can't have
got the
suggestion.
group shall select, you can't have a suggested amount. You need to have a minimum set amount. So-
The group will elect committee of the chair, secretary and treasurer, who alongside the committee members who are all, so I opened that up for 40. Am I on a different part?
No, committee members, the group shall elect a committee of between suggesting
3 to 10.
plus chair, secretary and treasurer.
So you'd have your chair, secretary, treasurer, and then you need to choose a minimum amount that you can run with.
I thought that part was in further in the meetings, that particular information. I thought the members was just forum stuff.
So you still
You have to have a minimum amount of people,
committee.
then you have your quorum.
But is that not in there? The committee will meet minimum 4 times a year. Quorum level will be set at 5 members.
So yeah, but you've got committee members, the group shall elect a committee of between 3 to 10
Where
plus
is
chair,
that? Where
secretary
is
and
that?
treasurer.
So I would just put like a minimum of your Have to chair, secretary, treasurer plus two or something. So you've got a minimum.
Here, on the front page, here.
That you've got there.
Yeah.
Fourth paragraph, fifth paragraph, isn't it?
No, the first one is the purpose, and then it's the third, having that the purpose, and then it's committee members.
There you go.
Committee members.
Yeah.
The group shall elect a
That's
committee.
different to what you've got on there.
I didn't think it was putting it on. So the group shall select a committee.
So where you've got have you got suggestion,
3 to
10?
Or have you
No.
amended that? You might have
This is on
amended
page
it.
one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you've not got that on.
Okay, this must be a
So
different
that
copy.
must-
So you've already, this must have been the
On
first
the
one.
forward.
First.
So you need to have a minimum of 5 people, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can have a minimum of however many you like, but I would say a minimum of 5.
I've
Because you'll always
definitely
get
got in
time,
there
isn't
to
it?
set of,
Yeah.
farm level, set of number 5.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
that
it was
is-
saying there's a difference between quorum and committee.
Oh, right, okay, so
Yeah.
that should be a separate.
So you can have like 70 committee members, but you need a quorum. And your minimum quorum, you say you must have 5.
That's what we've got on here.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
There we go.
So I've just put that as a different.
Oh, then you put it in. You need to
Printed it.
That must be the original one in there then.
The other one. If that's not that one, but,
So you're going to have your annual general meeting in September.
well, yeah, because I thought it was gonna be tonight. Because I thought if we can get that in,
Well,
like,
it is tonight. This is your annual general meeting, yeah.
then we can then hand it to council on Tuesday to say, "We're here. And this is. the
Yeah, I haven't put
and
an agenda
then-
right, and you can just speak because I wasn't too sure what was happening, but I might put it in my clerk's report.
Right.
Say I've been and
So yeah, so.
Okay, so the AGM of the group should be held every year on the month of the 25th of September is what I've got here. I think there's just dots on that one.
you don't have to put a date. You can put September. Just put
Just
September,
September.
and then you
Yeah.
can.
Okay. All members shall be notified less than 14 days. Do you want me to read this out?
You'll probably be doing backs payments rather than check payments.
This is what we talked about last time,
Yeah,
where
well,
checks
yeah.
aren't really a thing
No.
anymore, are they?
Best company to get a charity account would be Unity Trust. Fantastic. With bank, the good council use Unity Trust. And that's ever so easy. And they're ever so easy to set up.
So not checks, but backs. And we still need 2.
Yeah. Somebody sets it up. And other
I would
people
have to set up
organise
with 3 people on a bank in case someone leaves.
it. Yeah. Someone's on holiday.
Yeah.
Well, there's also 4 signatories available to the treasurer for signing. Is that backs then? Does it still need?
Oh yeah, you've got to leave it, yeah, for BACS.
Yeah.
Or cancel it.
Because you probably have to have 2 people approve every payment anyway.
That's what.
Yeah.
The account will require 2 signatures on any backs or other bank documents except paying-in slips. Does that still need to be in there?
It's fine, paying slips.
Does
there'll
that
be
sound
4
right? About 2 signatures on backs, because you'd be agreeing in your committee that this payment could be made,
Yeah.
and then anybody can go and make it on backs. You can't have 2 people making a back
Yeah.
payment.
We do.
Yeah, we
How on earth do
do.
you do that?
We
You
do.
both have to approve it to go through on the
Is
account.
it?
Right,
Okay, on that.
So,
Yeah.
all our,
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
rest
so
of
like
all
the
our
treasurer.
payments, so I'll authorise a council meeting, then my finance officer sets them up and I authorise them.
Why was?
Yeah, that's what we have at the wellness group. The treasurer does it and then I have to authorise it.
Transparency, because that person could, they've got,
I did
if they've just got sole access to that account, they could just
Yeah,
run off with it all.
Sticky, sticky thing.
Yeah.
I've got quite a lot of money, I could just run off with it all.
Yeah, I think it's a bit different with more money.
You might just want one,
You can't
it all
charity
depends how
account.
much money you've got, you might only want 1 signatory, that's all depends, it's up to you, and
But if you can set it on that bank, it doesn't matter, does it?
yeah,
You
you can set it up
that
this
way.
bank and as they do 2 people.
Yeah.
So how do I write it?
Yeah.
So the account will require
2 signatories to make payments.
Yeah.
You can just have one person, if you've got a savings account, to do transfers. to you. Savings account and current account. That's all you need to put. You don't need to put anything about paying in. 'Cause anybody can pay into an account.
In
So,
fact, you'd encourage that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to let them do it. Why should I pay my own account and you can do it all day long?
right, so the account requires two signatories on any backs or bank documents to make payments. Is that
That's
wrong?
it. No, that's
That's
it.
wrong.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah, to get rid of the accept bit,
Except for
because it's not needed.
okay.
Yeah.
Paying in can be done by. Nobody really cares. They don't do
Right.
any
There will be
spell
4
check.
signatories.
Yeah.
There will be 4 signatories available to the treasurer for signing backs. That's still, is that enough?
No,
You
there's
have
four
four people on the back, but
Yeah.
any two would sign.
Yeah.
That's,
there you
that-
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was mainly so that if someone isn't available, you've
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
somebody else. So there's four, yeah, that's fine.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
still okay. The group shall decide the signatories for any account staff in the name of the group, but it has 4 people to be able to sign. Do I need to read that then?
To approve,
What, under the,
just remove sign checks. 2 words with a flashing.
oh yeah. Okay,
Just
Better
remove
have it.
sign checks and make payments. 2 make payments.
Dissolution. Transfer to another local voluntary
Yeah.
group or community group.
simple written note of the group and
Walsham
Walsham
Lane.
Yeah.
And they put all our money to us, which we put in a reserve.
Statement of account verified by a competent person. At least then.
That can't be a
Statement of
committee
accounts
member.
verified by a competent person who is independent of the group will be tabled at the AGM.
I don't think you have, I don't think it needs to be verified by an independent person, because you're not going to be making
No.
that money.
No.
I mean, I look after a village hall and I don't have my account verified.
And I
it's
think
just the
because
treasurer's
you'll be
just
bringing a
checks.
treasurer's report to a meeting, like a committee meeting,
So I can get
it's
rid of
very
that.
transparent,
I'll get rid
isn't
of that
it?
one.
Not so you're dealing with thousands, is it?
No.
Right.
No member shall derive of any financial benefit from the group except for payment of reasonable expenses.
Yeah.
Yeah. No money will be paid out in the name of the group without receipt being present. So the dissolution bit was all right in there, was it?
Yeah, perfect.
So, right, well, I've changed it all correctly, I think. So, if I save that and then get it signed, what do I need to write it as then if it's gonna be? Well, because I can't print it out and get it signed now, put in the folder.
You're going to minute that you've done the amendments and it'll be signed after tonight. It'll be signed tomorrow. You'll get it signed tomorrow, won't you?
Yeah.
Put your minute that you're going to do that. Be back.
Right, what's next? The constitution is done. We can sign it tomorrow. Right, next. It was basically what Celine was talking about yesterday on chat with a load of questions. Unfortunately, it's not here tonight to do that. Has anyone else got any other questions?
Yes. The town council has the market rights
To
have the markets. We have the market rights. So I found a letter gone back from I shan't say who it was to. But we have the market rights for within a distance of 6 2/3 mile of the town.
right,
So any market within 6 2/3 miles of the town has to ask for permission. Farmers markets, anything.
what even
Christmas markets, because we have the market rights. So we have the rights for having a market.
Even on town property.
Yeah, anywhere. So really, when Black Swan have their craft markets, they should ask the town council's permission, because we have the market
But they have
rights.
their craft markets
Doesn't
in
matter.
their
It's in the
theatre.
town in North Walsham.
Not, but it's their
In North
property.
Walsham. So when Remy's have an event or things like that and they have street food, they should ask the town's permission. women's football, they should ask the town council's permission because it's a market, street food market, basically. Selling food for profit. I didn't know that until today.
Even when they cycle, because people call it a craft fair or.
If that's one
Yeah, I
of
wonder
the
if
fair, they should ask because we have the market rights.
No different terminology as such.
It's exactly the same as Walsham, they have the market rights.
Yeah.
So to call it a market, you need permission from a council to be able to call it a market.
Because we have the market rights.
So you
because
just
we are
call
a
it
market
something
town.
else
So all
then?
you've got to do,
Call it something else.
Gotcha.
no, because you're having a market, you're making people are making money.
Right.
So all you've got to do,
That's
send
probably
me
why
an
you a lot of
email.
people call it fair.
6 and 2/3.
Yeah.
Well, Walsham's the next market town, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Then
yeah.
Is Homer a market town? Yeah, they are, because they have a market in Sheringham.
Yeah, they all would have
So
done.
that's just us, that is us.
Might be why a lot of people call them fairs then and
This
things
is
like
that
that and
must have
spell
been
it
the
differently.
different.
The rights mean market,
Yeah.
say market
Same
and
thing.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
it's the
comes
market
by-
rights, we have the
We've got
market
high
rights.
street
And
trading,
we got
isn't it?
them
Temporary.
in-
Like, it'll come
Two
from
thou-
pop shops, anything like that, and I would.
You have to ask permission.
So when the church have their tabletop sales, they should really ask permission.
I suppose the same with community centre, isn't it?
Anything, the community centre, and if they have anything,
Sorry,
so to be right, and because you want to be correct, don't you?
Yeah.
Just send me an email.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Is it all right, miss?
So there's
It's
no,
all-
there's no.
Right, I'm just sorry, but I just
Are we
have
not
to.
going to
Yeah.
charge?
No, I won't charge. No,
And what about next year if we want to do other things out there and not
you
just
have to
Christmas?
ask my permission. I have to ask the town
But you're not
council's
going to
permission.
charge it?
No,
Right, we all heard
I
that.
can't make that decision.
Well, the
can I, on my
council-
own?
the
That would have
council
to
would
go to the
decide.
council.
But-
Yeah.
I would word it because it's the benefit
I
of
think
the
it'd be really
community.
difficult
Yeah.
if they did charge and some of them charge very outrageous.
Yeah.
They're black for everything else to do, or.
You're probably only going to do a couple, then you'll probably do a Christmas market, won't you?
I don't know. Well, this is what.
But the trouble is, the people who are coming
Wow.
might make a lot of money. So when I had my trackside event, I didn't charge the street food vendors, and they made a
Yeah, they
bomb.
will do. Yeah.
So next year I will be charging them a little bit.
So, and I also think they have to, the only thing we have to be wary of is because it's on Crown land.
It's on Crown land as well.
So,
a big
and there
profit
is
should be made.
something in there about the Crown giving permission and about anyone making profit on Crown land.
That's why town council would
So
like to own it.
all this to come back
A
about
bit of a
what's written on
minefield.
the wall at the Heritage Centre, about how that was given for a free marker. That's all changed now.
I don't know if it ever was. I don't know. I just know in
The free market
1914
doesn't
we got
actually
the.
exist anymore.
I don't know, it could be.
How did we allow that to?
I don't know. That was urban district council. What we used to
Yes.
use.
Used it for 11 years. Used it for 11 years.
I think he came to the. Sorry, we were talking about how long it could be crowned for.
Because that was regenerate North Walsham,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Now there was an understanding that when regenerate North Walsham ceased, that would be handed to the town council.
Yeah.
But at that time, I don't think nothing happened. So I am now going to go to the Crown to say, I think we can get it for a penny, a pound, something like that. I've got to write to the Crown to have,
Yeah.
and I don't want to put in car parks because they. Oh,
Well,
but
you
I
have
will
to- yeah, I don't think you can pick
just
and
ask.
I think you can pick and choose. I think they're all kind of one plot.
Oh, is that?
No, I look forward to that being told, mate.
I think somebody else think the car park belongs to them. So, yeah, so that'll be a job that I've got to look into.
Okay.
But
That's
nothing's
actually
written.
12.5, isn't it, that car park, if you look
It's a
on the
bit in the
east.
middle, isn't it? There's a bit in the middle there, not. You know, like the crown, a bit on the sides.
The bit on the left where the electric bit is, that's shared, isn't it? But the bit on the right looks like it's private or something with the deeds.
Yeah.
Now, I spoke to Lucy Shires earlier,
Mhm.
and she said to me, and I've forgotten the word, to ask for a bit of a donation. There's a word that we could like get it before.
From her? From herself or from where
Well,
from?
from council, she said that there might, not in a retrospective sort of way, but more like, I will go that way, go that way. So if we could ask for like a small grant, just because the lights are the main thing. I'd love to see everyone get their lights.
Do you want
and
lights for the
showing-
windows?
My argument still is there's a lot of difference between all our side windows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the cost, high end, you've got a lot of windows.
Yes.
And then you've got the way that's quite small, you know, and it's a case of, with Ben kind of wanting to help and give a discount over at the Norwich Garden Centre, sorry, the Walsham Garden Centre, it's a case of can we still get a little bit more money just to kind of put towards those with bigger windows.
She didn't say retrospective, did she?
What was it called?
Retrospective?
No, it wasn't retrospective, it was the other way around. Because retrospective is changing the past, whereas. So even though we're here.
Once you get your
I'll
constitution,
I'll
after
put it in
Tuesday,
there again.
there's a grant application on my website.
But can we do that before,
You've got your constitution, you've had your AGM.
but we've not got a bank account, we've not been like on charity status? Who is gonna give us money just based on an AGM at the moment, just so we can get lights?
But to get, you don't have to register for charity status.
No,
You
it's
just
just-
are. You're a big.
You
You're
just
a
are.
star.
Yeah,
You'll
You're a
get a
big.
charity number because you've left 5,000.
Right,
Yeah.
So you just are.
So you
So
bring in your
that's-
AGM,
right,
send me a copy of constitution, I'll put it in my clerk's report.
Right.
But just say you're doing it. So our finance meeting is on the 4th of November. Finance committee does the grants. Fill in the grant application, which is on my website. And you want 750, up to 750, or go and get some quotes for how many windows you want,
well, this is what I keep pushing out in the group of.
how many windows they want. I do up to £750. That's what I'm saying. To buy Christmas lights, I can give you, we can look at giving you £750.
As well, but that's all if we get them all in the same place with, because then Colin can still do his lights, but then the association. can
All
then-
you've got to do is say there's so many shops, count the windows, work it out roughly, go on home to the garden centre, see what the lights are, and just say, I want these Christmas lights for these amount of shops. Can I have this?
Right, who's gonna do all of that?
Well, I think we're.
Can everybody measure up their windows? And then maybe I will do a walk round one morning and I will collect all your window measurements. And then I will go over to see Ben and see how much length he's got. That's one way of doing it. Or you just all go and see Ben independently and get the receipts and we work out how we can subsidise some of the bigger windows with the
I
smaller.
think to get the grant, I think what we're saying is you have to be like a lump sum, you can't go there with individual receipts.
No.
It must be quite easy.
So it must be quite
If
easy.
you're only talking
You
about in
just-
here, all the fronts are the same.
Yeah.
Once you all measure one, they're basically the same.
It's an estimate, isn't it? Just say
Yeah,
you
I
need
would
so
do
many
it.
metres of
70 metres or
a
something.
box.
And I think the
I need about
argument
10
may
boxes
be-
of Christmas lights. You've
and
got a
also-
window
They're
each.
not going to be hung on the outside. they're gonna be hung on the
Yeah,
inside.
yeah. And maybe I would suggest that if it's up to £750. You know, there's your limit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, you know,
So work it, find out how many, go on,
So
go and
that's what
find
I
out how
would
much
go.
a box of Christmas
Yeah.
lights is.
How many
How
windows?
many windows you got.
You buy the lights and you give every business a box and they can add to it if they've got.
Absolutely.
Bob's your uncle.
That's
Is
why
it every business
I
on the
just-
high
I just
street,
want
or is it
everything
just
to be
one
fair.
part of
I
the
don't
group?
want-
Whatever your group wants to do.
Is it,
But then you need
So I know
people
Bob used to
to
charge
actually communicate
something like
in that
50
group
or
and say,
£100 per
yes,
shop,
I want.
and they got their lights put on the front. And then if the shop didn't donate £100, they didn't get lights, and they looked stupid because then they looked like they couldn't put the money in the charity pot for the lights. Do you know what I mean? That's just how Holt done it. They sort of every shop paid £50 and had all the high street decorated. I know that's just.
See, I know,
I
'cause
know
we
you
have
probably
had
wouldn't do it here, but
letters from the Christmas light people as well, haven't
Yeah.
we? So,
But they are just one strip of multi-colour
Yeah.
lights.
but that would be more on their behalf. The
Yeah.
Christmas light committee, you know, that'd be
Yeah.
something they would do,
Yeah.
really, in a way, more on their behalf.
But from the business point of view, what I'm hearing is people are fed up. So in that case then, why can't we meet Colin in the middle and
Yeah.
get all the businesses to all agree on the same lighting and put it up in their windows?
Mhm.
Because that then shows that there's more of a community and footfall coming through. And then with the council their £5 putting lights up on like lamp posts, that's also meeting in there. So we're going to make North Walsham fantastic this Christmas, is what I'd like to say. But it is.
We just need to start talking. I mean, I'm not.
Well, that's what
best
helped
friend.
Park, wasn't it? All the lights were the same,
Yes.
all the way around. They were all exactly the same design, they were all the Christmas dangly ones.
I've just been reading. I've just been looking
Yeah,
at
I
it.
know.
That's all right.
He won't speak to me.
Was he okay?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just that
I mean,
he
if you
kind of
didn't
said
pay
about how
the
much
hundred
things were, and I just
So,
that was so
I think he's frightened that because I've now got this
we never
grant,
took them back.
the businesses aren't going to give him any money. That's what he said to me.
possibly, but I'm also
So-
very aware that, and I said to you this yesterday, that what he does with the fund and everything else, he brings people in. So if he's
Yeah, he
good at
does,
doing
yeah,
that, we don't
brilliant.
need to step on his toes.
No,
No,
definitely not.
absolutely.
But we can at least all do our part to kind of make
Help him.
certain
Help.
events kind of
And
extra
work with him.
special.
It's just
It
about
is.
working together,
Work
isn't
with
it?
him.
Yeah. I mean, especially with this unitary thing going on and devolution meetings that I've been listening to. Villages are going to be depleted and towns are going to be struggling. And it's a case of, if we don't do something now, I don't know where North Walsham's going to be in 10 years' time. Well, so what is it, 8 years that they're wanting to finish the devolution and have everything swapped over?
I mean, he does a fantastic job about with him and his team putting the streetlights up, because if he didn't do it, then
We would.
I don't know. But so we wouldn't want to lose that, but we just want to help a little bit and work
Oh,
together and help him.
Yeah. So where do we go with Christmas lights then? What do we all, I mean, we've got 40 businesses there we're up to. How do we sort out the lights with you guys? What's the best?
I think, like you just said, they'll work out what things are going to cost, and then once you've got an idea, if like
Yeah,
one
that's right.
box covers one store, then you times that by how many windows there are, and there's your cost. And then it just takes someone wandering around then and going, oh, that box, I need 2 boxes there, I need 1 there.
So will it be different lengths to go then?
Well, ideally, if you can, you just want people buying the same things.
Well, we don't want to.
Yeah, sorry, I've got some open plumbing.
Yeah.
This used to be a shell before it was.
It's not transparent.
It's better though. He hasn't turned any of the
double
double
bass
bass
this
on
time.
tonight.
There's a little bit in the background.
Oh no, it was quite
Oh,
odd.
you
Last
can
time.
normally hear the words. So.
Okay, I'll see Ben and do that, and then we can.
If you take that 750, say divided by 40, it's sort of 1875.
Probably more than you need,
1875.
1875.
Because I don't think every shop could.
But then you might all know.
Yeah.
Mm.
And we're going to decorate ours from the inside, so I don't think every shop gonna want the light, but maybe if someone want more.
I'll have it.
Yeah.
Your lights.
Yeah, there you go. Why don't I just
see
do
a
it?
figure to into the council.
Yeah.
Because some places already have lights, don't they? I mean, like,
Yeah.
the barbers certainly went for it last year, didn't they? So, the ones opposite me.
The Kurdish.
So I'm now I've now done events programme for next year for the town council, which I'll present. We're going to do a zombie walk next year in October.
Really?
See,
So all the shop windows could be dressed up
yeah.
for Halloween. Zombie walk through the town.
I do a bit of scare acting, by the way.
Oh,
So,
so yeah,
We're
we're
talking about
doing
that,
different
about
events.
different in-store themes and stuff.
I think that would be good for like teenagers. Perhaps
Yeah.
like an old.
We're going to do a children's
get
Christmas.
missed
We're doing it
as
on
well.
Halloween next year. Well, if it gets approved, we're going to do a little children's party, maybe in Black Swan or somewhere, and then do a zombie walk.
Big kids.
But will that include precinct and Market Street?
Oh yes, I'm sure.
Because
I'll
this
go
is the
everywhere.
thing, it can't just be in
No,
that
no.
town street.
Yeah.
But we'll walk round the
Let's go
town.
for the church.
We'll walk round the town. I've got to make sure I can get the music down there, haven't I?
Where, down where?
their Market Street. So if there's Thriller, for instance, and it's on
Oh,
the I'll make
yeah.
sure
Show
the
you
music
some
goes off.
shops that put their music
Yeah.
out, wouldn't
Well,
you?
we have sat in AV, so I'll make sure they've got some speakers.
And
to
come
go
through
on.
here as well.
We talk with it's another thing that I was thinking about cutting speakers in the town all the way along.
And precincts.
Boys, pick that up. The speakers.
Play Christmas music.
Quite funny.
We can play Christmas music.
Birds chirping.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's lovely here.
Everything costs a lot of money.
You've been lonely for 6 hours.
And Market Street. And that's even before we even start that monthly road. You've got businesses down on monthly road. as
Yeah.
well.
So when we do our music festival, we are going, because we're not having, we're going to have, well, my recommendations are to have a street festival.
Hello.
So we will do all the time.
Over there.
But as I said to you before,
How you doing? Right.
closing Market Street is very, very difficult. If you close Church Street and Marketplace, we will be able to close Market Street as well. I raise will not allow it.
But on if there's other things that the precinct decide to do and want Market Street up, but Church Street open, that's okay. We will like the sound of that one.
Bit of a
Yeah.
change, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that. Is there any other questions or anything while I'm just writing? It's good to hear as well other people's views of what being discussed.
So next week I will email the Crown and see what I have to do. And I'll speak to somebody about whether these markets can make a profit on Crown property, because I don't want you to get them in trouble.
No.
What do you mean by profit? But
The
for them
stall
or
holders.
The
for
stall
us?
holders
Yeah.
will make profit.
Yeah.
Well, when are you going to know about buy?
I'll email them next week. But I'll see if I can speak to somebody.
What is profit really? Because if you've got craft stores, I'd be lucky to suppose if they make any actual profit.
Well,
More
When
food
thinking about it.
vendors, food vendors. make
Yeah,
profit.
food vendors
So I
definitely.
couldn't have food vendors in here, for instance. I'd have to have food vendors on Marketplace.
yeah.
Yeah.
But-
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's
That's
fine.
what it said.
Yeah.
So yeah, fine.
We were thinking more like craft
Yeah,
stores, you know,
yeah.
independent.
They don't make
so-
they won't make much
No.
profit, would they?
They
No.
make, yeah.
Suppose it just make no profit. They've just done it for the
What are you on about? Never happened.
I don't think anybody from the Crown is going to come and check up.
No.
But that is, I will see if we can, the town council can take that on, because it makes it so much easier. There are electric points. The town council's got electric points in the precinct.
Have you got electric points here?
Yes, in the precinct.
Is there an electric point?
There's three.
There's one either
The
side
black
of the
ones,
right,
the black
One either
boxes,
side
there's
of the
one
stairs.
there, Catali, one over
Yeah,
there,
one
and
on the side,
there's
isn't
one
it?
down there.
So
What the street lights
we
are off,
had,
isn't it?
if we had a bus or anything, they could just plug in and.
That black box, that's what the street lights are.
Because I'd like to see more buses
Yeah.
in and around this area, because the sound will then hopefully ring around.
Echo.
If I get a Christmas tree, where would you want it?
Where do we want it?
We did think about putting it on the slope.
I would love it right out there.
Right,
Yeah.
Bang in the
Bang
middle
in the
would be
middle.
nice. Yeah.
Well, that's going to mess
That's
up
what the
your.
garden used to be, didn't it?
Yeah. the garden.
Yeah. I used to hang out there as a teenager.
No, 'cause you
like-
could like horseshoe around it.
Yeah.
What with the shawl?
Yeah.
There's a bit of a dip going in there anyway, isn't there? So
Because it's the
Awkward
most
first.
sensible. If you're going to put it in the square at all, the centre is the best
Yeah.
place because it doesn't affect any of the
Yeah.
walking.
So there'll be one in the town, which is going to be sponsored by Gordon Haynes and Nick Kindle, who sponsored it before. So if I could get a sponsor for the one in the town, it'd be brilliant. I'm going to get it somewhere cheaper this time. I'm going to go to Suffield and get it a lot cheaper.
the other funeral directors sponsor Murrells. Is it Murrells?
I can't see if I can get a sponsor.
Right.
Is that what needs to be done out here? Is a sponsor?
It'd be quite nice though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If it was sponsored by business.
Yeah.
Advertise your business, don't you?
So the town council will want a plaque with the town council when a free tree.
Oh, I like food.
Well, the council will
Or-
probably pay for it, but if you get a sponsor, it's a,
Then I suppose it depends on the size. If you're a charity, you can reach out to other places. Places like Waitrose or something like that, Sainsbury's. But whether or not that's big enough to see they can get, I don't know. But charity status, you can reach out to places like supermarkets and stuff to
posters done.
you can do things like raffle donations or something like that.
Yeah, you can
Sometimes they
definitely.
double
Yeah.
that, don't they?
Would you all be happy with that? If Sainsbury's or Waitrose was right outside your doors?
I don't think they'll do
I don't think they'll
it.
do
I don't know,
it. I
I
might go
think-
down the industrial
I
estate
think
or
you need to
something.
get some of that from the especially.
Yeah.
I'll-
So it just depends on
Oh, I
size.
It's
understand what
also
you're
just the thing.
So it was
the basics
£300
to hold
last
it,
year.
Frame, need a safety frame around it. You might even need to have secure strings in case of size, wind.
And you've got to get electric to it.
Have we got to worry
Yeah,
about
yeah,
PLI?
okay.
Have we got to worry about PLI for that as well? For a tree in a random area, in case it falls on someone.
Oh, I've got public liability.
Oh, that's fine.
Millions. Worry about that. That's nice.
Fine, so.
Overhang or, yeah, that'd be strong, wouldn't it? Across.
Well, we usually put
You just said about 300.
300, but I'm going to go to somewhere in Suffield, which are a lot cheaper. Expensive.
Size.
And you need lights as well, and they've got to be. Yeah.
How do you like the Christmas tree up in the town?
Plug it into my electric box.
Yeah, but whose lights are they on a Christmas tree?
Well, they were cheap ones were bought, but we're going to get some more expensive. Joe and Gordon. And
And that's
Thing
just
is
going to
that
be
they
for
go-
that tree. You're not going to share.
This one's for that tree.
Can we have the old, can we have the old one?
The old ones were so bad, I think they got thrown away.
New lights.
Oh, you can have the old ones, yeah, you do. I mean, I put them up a bit of a rush, so if you want a Christmas tree.
Could you for this year, just so we can, next year, we'll know what we're doing by then, won't
Oh,
we?
you can have the lights that are cheap, yeah.
If we can have the lights, so they don't have to do a landfill.
And at the community shop, they've got loads and loads and loads of baubles, Christmas stuff, loads of baubles. You could go there and get some baubles.
Okay. There's been a lot of talk about baubles, to have memory baubles or for people to actually do just bring a bauble along, put on the tree, so it's like a community tree for baubles. There's been talk about. Yeah, so there's been a lot of talk about that. So
I think the thing like this, why it's doing, let's get it going and then grow and evolve it over the years. I like when the beer festival and stuff like that, it's like really small.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we sort of got bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's when it gets a bit more exciting. You can bring, so the ideas you're talking about now are great. You
They'll
want to
start
park them for a bit, let's bring them next year. Let's this year, if you don't get a tree, let's get a tree, let's hopefully get a sponsor and get some lights in it and attract people. And if it works, we know actually, we're going to have a big one next year. We might need
So the tree I done last year, I mean, yeah, before they had that fiddly thing.
Yeah.
And then I said, no, I want a bigger tree.
Absolutely.
And then it wasn't painted, fence wasn't painted. So now I'm making sure the fence is painted, that's going to be
Yeah.
more, it was just.
Absolutely. And
It's a bit like my trackside event.
And
that
don't
was meant
forget,
to
you're
get,
trying
and
to
then
turn around.
better.
You've got the Christmas stuff up already, it's just like, you're like this, you should be so quick.
Yeah.
Just do what you can this
Yeah.
year. Just get a year under our belt and go for it.
Yeah.
They have a memory tree in the church though where everybody goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that now. All the like scouts and guides, everyone.
I got asked for a military tree and, oh, well,
Have enough bricks to do
be there, and there, would you? Memory tree.
Is that right? Is that what I do big use? I think let's get it.
If you want it in the middle, obviously the electric boxes aren't in the middle, so I'll have to provide you with my cable covers so that people don't trip when you or we can string it over the top.
Yeah.
Sure, sure.
I've only got a few more minutes. I've been urged to go to the. I know it's down the pub, but it is actually a business.
Yeah,
meeting.
you've got a few.
And it will have a beer in my hand. I've
Me
got no
too.
idea, but it is a proper business meeting. I've got a few more in text. Was it anything more? Really quickly, you want to get through that?
And I put a planning permission in because it was originally only agreed for the marketplace to have the wires across the thing, across the market. If I put in for Market Street, I need permission from the businesses owners to put a thing in the walls. I thought, so do you own any businesses down Market Street?
Yeah.
What business owners or the building owners?
Building owners, because
Okay,
we
that's
have to drill into their building, and some of them is red brick and so.
So
Across, do you own right across each side?
Kind of.
Oh, look, Laura.
So
does,
Laura,
don't she?
yeah,
She
Laura's
does.
care.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Feathers.
so you've got
So
us
you
and,
own the feathers.
Yeah.
us and
We've got
Norfolk Royals.
What else have you got?
We've got the bride thing.
Oh, the bride thing. Oh, yeah, that's
and then we've
perfect.
got and pub.
And the pub. Yes,
So
that's
the
really
pub
good.
bride thing and then feathers. So
They've got to be quite high because I've got to have clearance.
Yeah, they
Big.
are all high. Yeah, they are.
3 stories, Fine. All right then, that'll be good. So that won't be this year. I don't even know if the streets, wires across the streets will go in this year because I've got the plan and permission and everything. But that is something that I can put in for next year.
I'll go speak to Ben. Right, the discount. When did we apply for this? 750 weekend now.
Well, you need it by the 4th of November. Right. I need it before, my meeting's on the 4th of November, which is a Tuesday, and I'll need it before the Thursday beforehand.
Right.
So I can put it with my agenda.
Well, I'll be at that meeting anyway, recording it, so I'll actually I'll put it with me.
I need it before then. Thursday.
Right, that's it.
Thank you.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Yeah. That's even better.
The 4th of November.
November.
Oh, yeah.
Putting the tree up.
That'll give you time then, won't it? Because then we can raise the money. Okay.
I don't know, is there anything else? Anything else?
You have to see remember what Lucy said, and then just email me.
Yes. You said.
I can ask her tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, because I said to her, the only issue is we haven't got the money this side of Christmas.
Lucy has a community fund as well. She can give up to £500.
If we've got a prostitution.
Got it.
See, I keep thinking we need bank account and everything.
Well, you can do it pretty
That'll
easy.
come up
You can
to
apply for it
ages.
tomorrow.
I don't think she's going to give you 20s.
By the time she goes to district and arranges it, it'll
Yeah.
take time to come. And you can open this Unity Trust bank account up tomorrow.
Right. So we should be able to probably get some money. If we don't get anything for business for the tree, we might be able to just get the tree. But then next Christmas, the association might then be able to do a tree anyway on behalf of all of the businesses. It'd be great to have a little plaques of every single business in the businesses around some.
It could be a £10 donation to each business. couldn't it?
Yeah, and then
And
that would
and they
cover the
can
cost of the
they can
tree.
ball ball in the
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ball, ball,
Absolutely.
ball,
It needs to be
ball,
like
brick,
a
brick, brick,
painted,
ball.
like
Yeah.
a bit of wood or something.
One ball, will go for the tree.
That'd be quite good.
Yeah.
You would have to have a business address. So you could have this as you're the treasurer, you could have this as your business
Yeah.
address.
You all right with that?
Yeah.
What else all right with that?
Yeah.
Because I was the treasurer and I had to have my treasurer's address on stuff.
But just before I go, so the Christmas stuff is great. So what are we going to do about getting the businesses talk to each other more, help each other out, work together. Because that's really what I'm
Oh,
really
yeah,
interested
can I just explain? I've now gone and got a grant for £9,200. So I've now got I've been given that from
Yeah.
Norfolk County Council
Yeah.
for a town ambition programme.
Yeah.
So I'm now going, and I've gone and had to go and get some quotes. So I'm now going to probably go to a company in Cromer, and it's going to be called Explore North Walsham.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a website where all businesses are on this website and all events are on this website. So the town council will look after it and what have you. But if you want to put anything on this website, it's Walsham have one. They've got this at Walsham. So I want to explore North Walsham. And then all the what we're going to do with the videographer, we're going to come around to all businesses. All businesses will stand on their thingy, go over them and say, this is my business, this is what we do, and show us around the business. And that is what we're going to do. So this is a website just for North Walsham.
Yeah, so I think when it's like there's two elements, there, isn't it? So there's how we get people into North Walsham, which is great, but also I think sometimes we kind of fight against each other or be quite into the way we work, which I know is really easy. But if we're in this group now, it's about, for me, and we don't answer that now, it's about how we improve that, how we work together, how we strive together. Because I think what happens in North Walsham at the moment, I see it even with the companies I own, and on the head end, you get all these people want to get to this point, and they all know they want to get to this point, but they all shoot off in different directions, turn left, turn right, turn zigzag, sometimes come back, and then eventually get to this point at different times. And then when the first person gets there, go, where's everybody else? And then it all turns on. So we have to, I think, if that's what I'm interested in really, is that strategic bit about how we get more people into North Walsham, bigger footfall. I think some of that's going to happen anyway with the new houses coming. But we don't want them to go to Norwich, we want them to come this way.
We do,
But also it's about how, as a group of people, how we work together, how we encourage people to get in. So, for instance, we don't sell lager. I always send them up to the Black Swan or to the KA. I say, no, off you go out there. There's no insight in the fact that we move people on and try to work with each other, and I think that's the kind of community spirit that you're trying to get. But it's how you put that, how you take that belief and that, and which I really agree with, and how you put that into action. As I say, it's not a question for today, but it is probably what we were think about, because what you don't want me to do is try and organise a sponsorship or baubles or lights on a tree. What you want, probably, as you say, use your skill set, is how we drive people in. Because what will happen is if I get more people into my pub, guess what? They walk this way. So
I was a deputy clerk in Walsham. They put on a fantastic event. Red Line Street was a dive. Nothing was on Red Line Street. And then they started to put on fantastic events. 5,000 came to Christmas light switch on. They have their street parties and things like that. And this is what I've got a vision. I've been asked for this vision. But my vision is if you put on fantastic events, bring people in, people will come back, businesses will come, because I think, there's a lot of people going to North Walsham, businesses will come. And that's how all the businesses get.
I absolutely agree with that. I think the other thing I really get concerned about is the negativity you get on Facebook. And I know you can't stand
I
it.
agree.
It is just horrific. You do anything right, you're only for themselves, or why it's just boom, 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 boom. And you kind of sometimes get into that mentality. And I think what we need to do is use those events to build upon. Everybody says to me, why don't you open a drugstore on Christmas nights? The reason for that is I have 4 staff and we don't sell a thing. Now, that's because I look at the business view. I don't look at it as what we could do. I remember going there and you just get mince pie.
So it's like getting businesses. And that's what Walsham do. On their Christmas lights, all the businesses open up, they sell mince pies, or mulled wine, or mulled cider, and they all open up and they have little tables outside their shops. And that's what you need to do.
Drifting.
That's what needs to happen.
And now we've got this spiral.
But I can't. There's Colin does Christmas lights. I can't. He won't let me get involved.
No.
But you need to see if you can get involved.
Make sure that we're for it.
council point of view, you can do your own grants and keep adding to.
But
it,
you
because
need
it's all
to
about
push.
all of us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not about leaving it to one person
No.
or trying to oust them out because the lights ain't great. It's, we can all contribute. But the thing
And also,
is,
you've got some big things.
this is
Also,
not
you know,
bullshit.
if you look at the hemp stuff and everything else, we have lots of opportunity.
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
You know, and also, I reckon, like, if you look at the followers and the hits that some of us get on our own personal Facebook and websites, if you pull them,
Yeah.
you're going to be in the hundreds and 150, 400,000
This is
people.
why
This
this
is
is
it.
why the WhatsApp group started. This is why we're trying to encourage everybody to befriend everybody on Instagram and on Facebook, to share posts, even if it's other celebrations or other events going on, to support one another that way,
Absolutely.
because it costs nothing.
So we're going to do a big social media campaign with this money that I've
Yeah.
got as well. But it's about when I put on the events, I give stuff free to the kids. You know, free face paint
So-
and free, and that'll be
There's only two of us that are
free
actually.
bottles, free all sorts. So that'll bring people. Because
There's only
people
two of
can't-
us that are actually on the High Street Matters programme, which is myself and Helen.
Yeah.
And just actually all working together and sharing each other's businesses,
Yeah.
talking about the businesses, that really helps because you're kind of working, because if you tag them in, you're working with their audience and your audience. So you're giving both. I mean, even for myself, because I used to do a lot of that with my events anyway. Actually, the last 2 days, I've gone out there, wrote some posts, put it out there, but I've spread out the area. And I have to say, for us as a shop, we've noticed the difference in the last 2 days. And that's really worked for us. And we are literally getting people coming in and saying, "Oh, I saw your post, you know."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "If you come from town then?" "No, I saw it in Walsham and we've come to Walsham. We've come from Walsham. We thought you must have to come and have a look."
Yeah.
And it does really, really work.
Yeah.
So, you know, if we all can work together in that way and just try and incorporate each other, whether someone's got an event on, something special, you know, then shout about each other, because
like their
Yeah.
business birthday,
Isn't-
that kind of thing,
yeah.
you know.
Well, this is what we're hoping to do with our group
Yeah.
thing, you know, our website thing that we're now in, social media thing.
I find it as well, since I came into town, I knew no one. I only learned like Diane's name when we started opening, because we were in there all the time while we were setting up. So even the familiarity between us as owners or staff, I run the mattress man in Walsham as well, and they say, "Oh, now we need to go and get a cup of tea, spend a load of money." Have you been to Catali's? No, I haven't. Right, well then they'll walk down to Catali's, and because I now know Diane well enough to know Diane, it's like
Yeah.
if I know someone who's after your stuff and I know who you are, then I'll go, "Oh, go and see this." And
Yeah.
it becomes so much easier. So these things, for me, makes it so much easier to be able to promote the rest of the town. Have you actually been to such and such? I didn't know the place existed, but you know,
Yeah.
now I know the people who run it. I can have direct people. So if someone says something in my shop, I go, "Oh, well, you need to go and see this person at this place."
I mean, the one bonus we've got here in North Walsham that they haven't got in Walsham is the train station.
Oh, we've got brilliant national.
So, you know, you
I mean, ours
Exactly.
got free car parks, but that ain't gonna last.
Is there any way we
They
can-
want to charge?
Can we work with the train company? Can we get posters on the trains? You know, stuff like that. Come to
Posters on
North Walsham.
those coaches.
But I think it is about going back to like the negativity on Facebook is like perhaps as businesses making sure that we're being positive.
Yeah.
Because positivity breeds positivity, negativity
And I-
breeds
and I
negativity,
notice
and I
it,
think that's really
and
important.
people still hang up about the stuff that happened in town. Shopkeepers are still moaning about it. It's just.
And to
like-
be fair, they
but-
always will, because in actual fact, I
and
saw
it's
someone.
It's just, well, you can't do it about it. We're here now. Let's just move on. But if you're moaning about it for everyone that comes into your shop,
Yeah.
then that's just not.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
you are representing
Mhm.
the town. You're not
Yeah.
representing yourself. And that's what we need to just change our mindset a bit, I think,
Mm.
and have that drive. And I do believe when we had the event, it does highlight how good Walsham is and what it could be.
When Lauren Hemp was here, how many people did we
I
get
know,
there? That was
I know.
fantastic, and I
I
put
know,
that on within
I know.
2 days.
Yeah.
And I did get told off for the bids, but there we go.
But you notice as well with them picture on the wall around the corner that when it first went up, like if I don't know, Sheringham little girls were playing North Walsham little girls, you'd see the Sheringham parents pull up on the
Yeah.
flats lay-by
Yeah.
and run out with the little girls, and they'd all be having their picture with
Yeah,
the
little
picture in the
selfie.
background. Do you know what I mean? So that would then bring in like Sheringham Holt girls or
Yeah.
Colston,
Yeah.
Alsham.
I have people from Essex and
Mm.
Yeah.
coming for a lot of them.
But even to this day, only a month ago in Alsham, and you know how lovely Alsham
No,
is.
well, you're
I saw
right.
some older lady really being negative about Alsham,
Yeah,
saying
there
it
is
was awful.
negativity everywhere.
And that's-
Alsham-
you never get rid of
Alsham's got
it.
really bad
Yeah,
people.
Just gotta rise above it.
I didn't be against the Nelson, I did a lot in Nelson. North Walsham's horrendous for that kind of thing.
But the North Walsham argument board
Yeah.
doesn't help.
No, it doesn't,
Because
absolutely.
Alsham have got an argument
Oh,
board
yeah.
and they don't have hardly any.
Yeah,
stuff
Yeah, there
on
is
there.
argument
know that
boards.
Oh, the
existed.
argument board,
Yeah,
yes,
there
Go on
is.
it.
No, I don't want to.
Right, I have to go. Honestly, the beer is, as much as I love you, Lord, the beer is calling me. And so does
The
the
bee's
beer.
calling me.
But the
Let me
trouble
know-
is,
let me know when the next
on
one
one
is.
topic,
There's a
they'll
Facebook
have
page,
a
but
tangent
not by
about
me,
it.
so
Yeah.
private page, and then all they do is slag me off on that, so.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
get
you said
it.
about that. I think that's horrible. Like, why would you do that?
That's keyboard warnings.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
But
This
if
is
if
the
we
thing,
make
it's
the
like,
town
go
work,
out
then
outside.
Yeah.
Talking with someone today, and they were telling me about how I should
It's all about us being,
learn
so
to feel
you need to
joy
start,
more,
if,
not
if
having
you're on this
joy.
argument board,
Yeah.
you're a business owner, you see something, you ought to say, no, this isn't correct, you've got all this information
Yeah.
wrong. I find it, because I bite my tongue so much, but on the temper, and I can't really
The problem is
put
you
stuff
can't do it.
on there in my name, because and I think you've got to, you've got to, you've just got no
I think it's
idea.
hard to put something on as an individual, but I think you can put positive things.
Yeah.
And perhaps the more
Come on
positive
in.
stuff that gets
I mean, it's
posted
like-
will outweigh the negative.
It's like today about the dog food bin, the dog food bin, well, that's on Alsham, so that's a general
Well,
picture
get you-
that's been gone, it's just not.
Liz, I'll get you a gavel.
everywhere.
So you can bring order.
Gavel, yeah.
Bring order. Too many
I'll
jobs up.
make you one.
It's nice to see the excitement. Though. It's
I can
nice to
think that I
see-
can let you have mine.
And it's nice to hear you all talk and come up with the
Yeah.
ideas, which is why I don't wanna say,
Take out.
can we stop?
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
I like hearing it, you know what I mean?
But we need to, if you can do anything like this, you just need to get a bit of purpose, a bit of direction. You only just started, but get some purpose, get some direction, drive for where you want to go, give people jobs to do and go and do it, and then you will get the success. If I can help in any way, I will. I'll send this.
It's a thing though, when there's 3 people, one of which was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
And now they're sitting there. And this is
Yeah.
our third, is this our third?
I don't think, I mean, I'll help you, I'll advise you, but I think, I don't know whether I should be on your committee or not, I don't know about that, because, I don't know, what do you think? I don't know if you want
Maybe
me
you
to
could
or
have
you
the
don't.
odd appearance where
I just
you'll
have the
come
odd
in.
appearance and I'll
Yeah.
come in if I'm
I
there
mean,
for
there's
advice.
gonna be certain things that we said before, if things crop up and we need a police officer here or someone here, that we can invite them to come along,
Yeah.
wherever we are, do you know what I mean? So then, like, there'll be things where we'll say,
Because I think it could be a conflict, cast as a conflict of interest
Yeah,
if
of
I'm on
course.
your committee.
No, but it's
Yeah.
nice to invite you because then you
Yeah.
can see what
Yeah,
we're trying to
yeah.
achieve so that you
Especially
see
But then you
what
know,
that is.
yeah,
And you
conflict
have
of interest.
helped a lot
Yeah.
today.
And it's about opening up that communication as well, isn't it? So,
show
yeah.
that we're 2 separate
It's a shame
organisations
Colin,
trying to
you
work
know.
together.
time will tell.
Yeah.
But that's possibly now. Last couple of times I've seen it, you know, it's just.
You've got to see it that we're not there to fight you.
As soon as
Yeah,
he realises
so-
we're a positive,
Yeah.
everyone else feel
I know years ago,
Yeah.
I was having to be Michael Wright like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
People are getting involved.
Yeah.
But then,
you feel lose
We're
control
not,
of
we're-
it.
yeah.
Well, the council before would never get involved in events and the staff didn't want to do anything. No.
okay, so done that, done
Can
that.
we still have the pumpkin and the scarecrow thing? Or is it too late to do it this year? Do you reckon that's a next year thing?
I don't know.
Well, you've got a month, haven't you, really?
5 weeks, isn't it?
Is there a month?
I love the idea of doing the scarecrow trail.
What, a pumpkin scared?
Yeah,
So
the
a
scarecrow.
Halloween scarecrow.
Yeah. Not necessarily for Halloween, but maybe
You could
next
do
year.
something.
Yeah,
like a
like
pleasure hunt.
something like in the school holidays.
So, Grinch.
You could do something,
I just put my boss in
incorporate
there.
with my zombie board.
Yeah. Well, especially if
That's
windows
next year, the zombie
That's
board.
next year.
do
I'm not
start
doing it this year.
participating with events.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Because
Can't do that.
you know what I mean, there'll be more reason for people to come in because it's not just one road. It's
Yeah.
they can have a look around and
Check out all the
then
awesome
we can
window
have a-
displays.
then we can have a competition amongst ourselves and who had the best window.
That's what
It'd be
we
quite
did
nice
last year.
to print off
You know, if you're going to put an event on in the evening in town that the shop's open for,
Yeah.
But
that's what I need to try and get the
Yeah.
shops open.
But we
for.
are planning to do Thursday late night openings
Shopping.
in the run up to
I
Christmas.
did it last year when I first opened
Yeah.
the shop. I opened late several
I've
months to
done
run up to
loads of
Christmas.
lates.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
was
makes a lot
open
of
open
difference.
first.
yeah, they
I
do
did,
that
yeah.
on Thursday.
And
Because
going
you're hitting other
live as
people
well.
then.
And the Sunday when the market was on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Going
Not
live.
this
Going
Sunday
live,
'cause
my
we shut
Norfolk
Saturday.
Roll, when I done my street team, when I done the trackside event, I had Norfolk Roll ice
Have
cream
to
there,
go live.
and
They're
he
good.
was live.
Yeah.
And he was so, and that, I don't know.
Brings
just
in so
thought,
many
oh,
people.
wanted
And
to
if
do it.
they people miss it, they can rewatch it ready for next year. What? Yes.
Always hashtag replay crew.
Hashtag replay.
Yeah. always hashtag. I think that's it. Is there anything else? Any? We all good to go? And we've got the WhatsApp group where a lot of communication is going on anyway.
You can take me off that group if you want, I don't mind. It's up to you. I probably wouldn't be able to come to all of them.
That's fine.
Just come when you
When you're invited.
Right.
Are we all happy here staying in the group just to hear what's going on, or? Definitely. Yeah.
I don't know, if I see something and I think, oh, I got that bit wrong, I will just say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Professional advice, you're allowed to offer that.
I said about
Right.
you need to
Yeah.
decide whether you're a
Well, I mean,
charity or a business.
Well, yeah, but then
No.
it comes back to having a community, which is what everybody wants, which is the communication
Working
of
together.
what is going on. So let's carry on with that.
And if I
You
see
know about
something,
it,
yeah, if I
then
see
you
something
share it
you've
with
got
other
on there
groups,
that's
and
not
then
correct,
you can share
and
other
I will
groups
say,
with us, or
you're not quite correct.
That's not right.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what we need.
I might not be able to tell you what the right thing is, but I'll just say, no, you're not right, because it might be confidential and stuff is going on.
Or
but
I would seek further advice.
You'll find out later, yeah. So there's stuff going on with Unitary, that is a bit confidential at the moment.
Yeah, I still want to know what this 15% is.
What 15%?
Wow, this is what the unitary. Why? From today's meeting at the county, they were talking about this 15%.
Want to give it to town council?
Well,
No, I think the way they were explaining it is
it was very
if they
dodgy, wasn't
change,
it?
if they change to, what was it, they're changing to multiple.
No, they're voted for is it single unitary?
So what they're saying
Single
is,
Unitary for county.
so what they're saying is 85% of the budget is already accounted for and spent. When you move it around, they're only talking about the last 15% that hasn't been already allocated to
I
jobs.
thought
and
that was a
stuff.
bit like the S116 thing where you know, they can negotiate.
No, I think
It's
from
like,
what
"It's
I've
off
heard-
for 15%.
Is that why they only want one Unitary, because 85% of their.
Yeah, because I think what they were talking about is what the guy was saying was we're arguing over 15%. It's about who controls that. The last 15% is spent on things that you can decide, whereas the other 85% is already funding basics
Social services,
that we all use. So the 85% is already spent.
Still looking to find cheaper things, aren't they? It's going to have enough money. And what we keep saving for?
So the districts want a three Unitary and the county want one.
Yeah.
It's up to the government to decide now, isn't it?
But like that guy said this morning, they're going to do it regardless if nothing gets done here, they will
So,
pay with whatever
A
they
3-unit system is better for smaller stuff, isn't it? Because you can focus, each individual one focuses on their smaller areas. A unitary one tends to be more overall. Is that right? I don't know.
So you're going to get a mayor, so you're going to have a mayor. If there is, with the Unitaries, that will be, that North Norfolk will be divided into two, and you'll be Yarmouth. But what they're saying is, if it's one Unitary, that somebody further is going to control won't know what rural, not
That's
rural
what I mean,
area
yeah. So
is.
whereas the free one, you've got a smaller area, so you can focus on the smaller areas better. Whereas the unitary one, you've got more money potentially, but over a larger area, so the smaller areas might get forgotten. So there are pros and cons to both.
And I think with
Yeah.
one will sort of perhaps like the coastal areas, things like that might miss out a bit, you know, where they've built up things for coastal erosion and stuff like that.
But the problem with
I think-
And the city aren't gonna wanna spend money on that, because that's got
No.
nothing to do with it.
But the free
unitary,
one
yeah.
means you've then got to have 3 sets of people to manage.
Yeah, so
you
it
spend
would cost
more.
more to do
So
that.
you're going to end up with more money being spent on basic personnel. And
So they're saying there's like,
But this all came about just to save £9 million, so.
but what they're saying is that with the districts is planning in that district, planning in that one, whereas they could just have planning in one area, so
Yeah.
they would save money that way.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I mean.
that's how
And it's
they-
like the street lights, not the street lights, like grass verges. So we do some grass verges, county do some grass verges, and districts do some grass verges, but we could all just, one place could just do all of them.
Well, that's if they don't keep selling them off.
Grass verges,
Yeah,
yes,
well,
grass
well,
verges. There's
green
also the bits
spaces.
outside your house.
Yeah, no, I know, but the bigger green areas.
Green areas and putting houses on, come on.
I like it, yeah. Flood risk, just move it.
You
to
wouldn't
one
want the
side,
playgrounds to be
before
sold off.
Yes.
So we want to remove the risk and make it certain.
But we'll put it
Look
in
where I live.
detention bases, keep the driving, the state.
Look where I live.
Oh, I'm on a private estate, so I pay council tax and maintenance fees. Really? Bardersfield.
It's a bit like the estates in Alsham, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, the new estates in Alsham. I think that's where a lot of new developments are going, to be fair.
So they do that rather than, they could either give a commuted sum to the council to look after the areas, or they can have put a maintenance company in. So it's up to the developer whether they want, because they could give the money to the council
yeah.
to look after it.
Yeah.
And then we would put the council tax up a little bit, but instead they've got maintenance companies in and you have to pay. for
Yeah.
maintenance.
It's really confusing, especially with the roads and everything else.
Still what you're calling it Barnsley. You can call it a rap place.
I think we'll pull that in now, can't we?
It's good
Are we all
swimming.
happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good, yeah.
No, look, we are red camp.
Oh! I better go through right, isn't I?
That was a common
Thank you,
problem.
it was, I learned swimming there.
That's still there.
Oh,
It's just not in use.
Yeah,
Is it still there, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I learned
it's still there. And the bowling alley.
Is it?
Well,
Yeah.
swimming.